Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hope Without Sight with your host, Sailor Cooper and Tyler. You here?
Tyler Evans.
Hello. Yes, we're at Potapalooza number 5. Potapalooza, January 2023. I'm sure everybody has been having a wonderful time. But this is Hope Without Sight episode.
Oh, I figured out the thing on Zoom.
22.
So I'm good now.
Tyler's in a Zoom meeting. Awesome.
Yep, I'm good now.
Okay,
There
good.
he is.
I guess I have him on the phone. Okay, so this is episode 22. We're going to feature Laurin Wittig, and she has a story of overcoming life's challenges. Laurin, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Sailor. You having a good time today?
I'm having an awesome, wonderful time. And guess what? I'll be speaking today in a couple of hours. I'm so
I know.
excited.
I hope I
Ooh.
get to listen to it. I'll just get it in the replay if I don't get to hear it live.
Definitely, for sure. So tell me a little bit about, give me a background of information. Like, obviously, you've had challenges you've overcome in life, such as, you told me a little bit, you've had health issues, asthma. So,
Yeah.
take us a walk, take us through.
All right. Yeah. I had, I didn't have asthma until late in my life, but, well, midlife, I guess. But that was the first hurdle because I was not getting any help from medications and I was really getting, shut down because of it. And so, I was connected with an energy healer, and this is what I do now. And this is why. And literally in an hour on the phone, she helped me understand that my asthma was not a physical thing. It was an emotional thing. And she described it as my mother was sitting on my chest. And working with her in that hour, I was able to sort of grieve through that process and understand it better, let it go. And she helped me release the energy of it. And I haven't had any asthma since then.
So it was all due to emotional stress.
Emotion. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then about 3 years later, my allergies had really reached a fever pitch. I'd had lifelong allergies, but they'd mostly been managed by medications, and they just weren't anymore. And I was getting more and more shut up in my house. Like the minute March rolled around, I'd shut everything up, turn the air conditioner on because the pollens and things were so awful. And I actually went to an allergist to get tested, to get shots, and ended up going into anaphylaxis, which is a body-wide shutdown. It's an overreaction of the immune system, and ended up in the ICU overnight because of that. It's one of those things that you carry an EpiPen around for, but I didn't because I'd never had one before. Scared the hell out of me.
Oh my goodness.
And my friend who had connected me with that healer said, "You remember what she did for your asthma?" And I went, "Oh yeah." And so I made an appointment with her and she worked with me again. It was in about an hour. And the very first thing she asked me was, what was my belief system? And I was like, I don't know. I was raised in the church, but I don't go to church anymore. And she said, no, that's not it. And she worked for a while and she receives information from angels. And she said to me at one point, your belief system is that you have to be afraid of everything. And my first thought was, oh, no, I don't. And then I stopped and realized that I really was afraid of everything. But it was such my normal to be in that state. I didn't recognize it as fear. And so she helped me again to understand it, to release it, to grieve it. And I have not had any allergy issues since. And it's been probably 7 or 8 years now.
Wow. And
Yeah.
so this coach helped you heal emotionally from all that. And because of
Yes.
her, you're as healthy as you can be now.
I am. And it actually set me on a new path. That's what I am. I'm an intuitive energy healer. I didn't even know I could do that, but I came out of that going, that's what I want to do. And so I used to be a writer and I stopped doing that and started learning how to be a healer. And I love it.
Because they say it's the energy that the energy is around us everywhere, and we always have to have
Yeah. And
positive
we are
energy to
energetic.
be on a good path.
Yeah. We're
And
energetic beings. We're electrical beings. Literally, it's what holds our molecules together, our atoms together.
yes,
So it's amazing what you can do when you start working with the energy of the body, and the emotion is what triggers a lot of that energy. So,
yeah, you have to always live in healthy, good,
mhm.
and good, healthy emotions, because
Yes.
if you carry a lot of baggage, it's not good for your health.
It's not at all. In fact,
Am I right?
if you stuff that stuff, you end up getting either your immune system gets compromised, or you get joint pain, or you have something that triggers, that is not good health.
For
And
sure.
yeah, so it's a very important part of our health system of our being healthy that we don't really get in our Western culture.
For sure. And so what are you doing with like your life now and your experiences now? So you're a spiritual uh coach, health coach?
Yeah, I'm a spirituality mentor. I like to use the word mentor instead of coach because it's really based on my own life experience. And so I share my experience. I grew up in a very dysfunctional family with addictions and narcissism, and I find a lot of people in my age group, I'm in my early 60s now, are finding health problems because they've never dealt with some of that emotional stuff that we experienced when we were younger. And so people come to me who have similar experiences.
And so I guess I take it because of the environment that you were in, that you were brought up in, it caused you to have all these issues such as
Yeah.
asthma and anaphylaxis and
Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
and they say, I mean, you don't have to stay in the same spot where you are, even if you were exposed. You can turn your life around if you're willing to. And I believe you reaching out to another spiritual healer, that's a good choice that you made.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a literally a life changing choice. My health is so much better, but my quality of life emotionally, and I don't know, I just live in a lot more joy now. I'm not afraid of things. So yeah,
Yes.
it was life changing.
Wonderful. So what are your goals for the future? I know you are in the podcasting for Partners Blueprint with me and Tyler, right?
Yep. I'm
And
learning a lot there.
I'll be honest with you, the content that we've been going over, it's I still don't quite understand it all too. It's all
Yeah.
those concepts are new. I don't know about you, but I'm hoping me and Tyler, we can put something together and start monetizing,
Oh, yeah.
making money.
Yeah, there's so much juicy stuff there that they've given us so fast, but I love the coaching that they're doing around that stuff, because I think that's where we're really going to get a chance to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Which I've been trying to promote Parapalooza, which I didn't get any sales, but hopefully on the next one,
Yeah, I haven't cracked that code yet either.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I love to learn, and I love technology, and I'm, in a spiritual realm, but I still love technology. And so I love the podcasting because it sort of lets me talk about the things that are important to me, but I get to learn all this new tech stuff, and it's just, yeah.
For sure. Yes. It's a lot of fun. Yes.
Yeah. It's a way we can reach out to the world that we didn't really, I don't think we knew we could do this much before the pandemic. I know there were people doing it, but it was not something that was on a lot of our, radar. So
yeah, the pandemic, I mean, although 2020 was terrible, right, Tyler? I know you say it.
Yeah,
it was.
There's a lot of good that came out too,
I think so. And that's part of creating mental health, is to be able to look back and go, yeah, that sucked, but look at these things that came out of it that have changed for the better, or that I've learned about myself, or, you know, there's that attitude of gratitude. If I
Sure
can-
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we're limited on time, but
We got a
my
few more
co-host,
minutes.
do you have any questions for our guests?
Yeah. Sorry. Do you currently make money podcasting your stuff? Or do you
I'm starting to get more clients, and that's
Okay.
where I get paid. And I'm finding as a guest, I'm having a bigger impact. I'm getting more new clients from that.
Oh, okay.
So that's great. I love the network I've created through this podcast of incredible people and great conversations, but I'm definitely looking to be like today, to get exposed to some other people's audiences, because that's fun too. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. And so your clients are there people who need like spiritual healing, right?
Yeah, usually the people that come to me, they're mostly women, not exclusively, but primarily women, mostly, 40s, 50s, 60s. And they're usually in some sort of physical pain. That's what
Right.
brings them to me. And they haven't gotten relief from Western medicine. So that's what gets people to me. They often are already sort of on the spiritual path, so they're open to it.
Yeah.
One question I had about that was, have you ever used energy healing for conditions like epilepsy or
I have
maybe
not used it directly for epilepsy.
okay, because everyone says medicine, ketogenic diet.
Oh, well, I'm a big fan of the ketogenic diet. I've been on that. I was on it for about 9 months. I'm on a low carb now, but it changed my metabolism, my life for sure. I have a cousin with epilepsy, but I have not had the opportunity to work with him because he lives a long way away, and we don't know each other very well. But it's something I would like to try. I always like it when somebody comes to me with something new that I haven't had a chance to work with yet.
Okay.
Because I always learned from it. Yeah.
Now, what about, I don't think autism would be under that or anything like that, because that's more or less a developmental thing. Right.
It is, and yet I have one of my
Sort of.
teachers, one of my first teachers in the energetic healers. She had twins that started to show signs of autism, and I don't know exactly what all she did, but I know she did a lot of energy balancing with them.
Wow.
And neither one of them had autism after
Oh, wow.
I think about a year or so. So it's something that it's really working with the electrical system of your body in a lot of ways. And so who knows what all it could do. It's basically based on the same idea as acupuncture. And that's been around for over 2,000 years. So a lot of the theory about working with energy comes right from the Chinese system.
So basically, you're saying that autism can go away then?
I'm saying that I don't have direct experience with it, but I know my teacher's children did not. They started to become, to exhibit autism, and she worked with them and did use the healing work. I don't know what else she used as well, because I know there's some like physical therapy kinds of things and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they've gone on to be, functioning adolescents.
At the very least, it's probably controlled to where it's again, it's not something I've been able to work with, and I am an experiential learner. So, I love it. I love when I get an opportunity, but I haven't had that opportunity yet. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I hope you've been having a wonderful day at Podpalooza, because I've enjoyed many of the speakers, including gosh, what's his name?
I like that guy.
Is it Johnny Tsunami?
Yeah, Johnny. Yes.
He was awesome.
He was awesome. Yes.
I
about
love
Al?
the Hawaiian culture anyway, and I loved how he brought that into
Oh,
his
yeah.
work.
Lord Al Jensen told an entrepreneurial story. He was great.
I haven't heard
too.
him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about
I've only seen a couple
Al?
of them.
What about
Mhm.
Al with his story of the guy who kept cutting down trees?
I
Amos.
I must have been in the interviews because I didn't get to hear that one yet, but I will get the replay because I upgraded to VIP.
For
So
sure. Yeah.
yeah,
Sounds awesome.
yeah. Jennifer's this morning was really interesting too. I think those
Yeah.
are the only two that I've heard.
Jennifer's was kind of over my head a little bit, but I think I have a plan. I might want to create a high ticket offer on offering services for people to help people overcome challenges in life, maybe.
Yeah,
Somewhere
yeah.
along those
Oh,
lines.
yeah.
What do you think, Tyler?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
I loved how she talked about the dividing up the toys into different piles and seeing that she really had 5 times what she expected, what she had originally thought for that. It's an interesting way to look at how you put things
Sure.
together for those high ticket offers.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so if you don't have anything else, I would like to close out with our customary ending. So do you have
Okay.
anything else?
If people want to get in touch with me, they can find me at heartlightjoy.com, and all my, socials and email and everything is right there.
Heartlightjoy. Okay, awesome. And so for anybody who's struggling in life right now and doesn't know where to turn, what advice would you give to them?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm a big fan of putting it out to the universe. I will ask for help, and I literally will say it out loud. I need help with whatever. And every time I have done that intentionally, I have received what I needed. Not always in the way I thought I would or the way I thought it should be, but I have received what I needed from the universe, and it shows up in the most amazing, miraculous ways. So
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. So ask for help if you need it, and
Yep.
I'll give a hint. I'm gonna talk about that on my presentation today in just a little bit.
Good.
So,
That
well,
connects nicely.
Laurin Wittig, thank you so much for being on Hope Without Sight. Stay safe, everybody, and blessings to all.
Thanks a lot, Sailor and
Thank you.
Tyler.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.